Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings, a LOTRO tale. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, here on Voice of the Rings. Today we're going to continue our story with the Palantir that we stole back from Amatheriel, and now Calenglad told us to go talk to some rangers, and we just talked to one of them. It's this nice lady right here. Oh my goodness, last episode I had her name down so well. It's Gathorniel. Gathorniel, yes. Gathorniel, yes, it's so fun to say. Gathorniel. Okay, anyway, we're going to stop that. And we're going to be going back over to talk to Calenglad, because she basically told us that, yes, she will send a raven if there is a problem, and she sees Amatheriel's forces, which are headed to the Trollshaws from Evendim Lake in a Numenos area, because the Palantir showed where a certain ring of power that she is looking for, the evil sorceress lady of Angmar. This ring of power is not the One Ring. Let's not get confused. Anyone joining in the story right now in my series. This is another ring of power. Something that I think a lot of people don't realize, that don't really know a ton about the lore of Lord of the Rings Online, and this is totally fine, because that's why I have my channel. I love talking about this stuff. There are many rings of power, all right? The term Rings of Power is a very cool term that Tolkien made up, okay? Just a little side note. Amazon did not make that term up. That is Tolkien's term, okay? The Rings of Power. It's a very cool term. I love that term. And then the Rings of Power, there were lots of lesser rings. There were some that were mightier. And then, of course, there are the named rings, right? The 9 rings for men, the 7 rings for dwarves, the 3 rings for elves under the sky, right? And then, of course, the 1 ring, which is Sauron's ring. And the reason why that one's the most important is, well, watch the Lord of the Rings or read the Lord of the Rings books. But it is the big one that ties Sauron's soul and controls the other rings, except for the elven ones, blah, blah, blah. That's a very complex subject. I do talk about it in other lore videos, and I'll probably have more in the future, too, if they're not already on the channel. All right, anyway, moving on. That's what's going on. You're all caught up if you just joined in. Welcome back, everyone. All right, Calenglad.
How can I be of service?
How can I be of service? You have my thanks, Zollin Ironshield. I wish we could prevent the Angmarim from leaving Evendim in search of Narchul, the ring. But I know that we do not have the strength of arms to succeed in this. At least we will know when the patrols have set out. I should have expected Gathorniel to refuse my wishes, that she not engage the enemy in battle, but I would not have her throw her life away lightly. My heart tells me that Amatheriel chooses the long road to the Trollshaws and passes through the Barendolf. Gathorniel's sacrifice will not, do not to forestall the inevitable. That, they like to do, throw in a bunch of hard words for me. Now that we will have warning when Angmarim, which are the legions, basically, of Angmar, which are usually evil humans that serve Angmar. I think a lot of people always think that when they hear humans in Middle-earth, we all kind of think of Peter Jackson's adaptations, which are glorious, amazing, I know, but there are some false pretenses that we make watching those, right? That most of the humans are good. The Dunedain, Gondor, the Rangers, Arnor, Rohan, they're the good guys, right? The only ones we really know are the bad guys are kind of like the Dunlendings. They weren't really very nice. Or the Haradrim, right? We see a little bit of that. And the Easterlings, which, by the way, even in their groups, they weren't always all evil. There were parts, just like any society, right? Good and bad. But there's a big group in the northern part of Eriador, which is kind of the bulk of Middle-earth, right? It's kind of everything left of the Misty Mountains, north of, like, the Dunlending Gap of Rohan area. There's a lot of evil humans that serve up in Angmar, that serve the Witch King. And so you got to remember that too, right? Of course, there's the people of Bree we see too, right? There's lots of different communities and different groups of people. Goods and bads. Moving on. There's some history for you, and geography. Now that we have warning when the Angmarim begin their search, we must begin our own, Zollin Ironshield and Voice of the Rings. If we are to find Narchul, we must learn everything there is to know about it. The time has come to confront Mordrabor.
What do you need?
What do you need? Mordrabor has proven an unreliable and dangerous prisoner for us thus far, Zollin. But now he will recompense for his betrayal. He will tell us what he knows of Amethriel's lost ring, Nartul, or he will never again see the light of day. He cannot know its location, or his mistress would have had no need for the Palantir, but anything he can tell us of its power or history may be of use. I will go with you to speak with the Black Numenorian. He has proven, yes, this is something that I was going to say, which I'm glad this came up. Some of the people that served the Witch King and Angmar were Black Numenorians, because technically some Numenorians used to be in the Northern Kingdom that Angmar fought the Witch King, right? In the Second Age. Moving on. He has proven also to be an sorcel of the minds of others, and we'll have better fortune if we confront him together and steel ourselves against his trickery. I have some words for our prisoner concerning the fate of Laudin as well. Mordrabor, sorry, it's Mordrambor. Mordrambor will rue the day he sent the elf to his death. Speak with me when you are ready to go. Yes, I'm ready. Are you prepared? Mordrambor has proven himself an ill house guest, but he may know something of Nartul, which we can put to use. He has not yet seen the wrath of the Dunedain, and I will speak to him of Laudon's fate. He will tell us what he knows, but you must steel yourself against his sorcery. This is a solo quest and cannot be completed with a fellowship. Got it.
The time has come. Angered by Mordrambor's treacherous betrayal of Laerdan, the ranger Calenglad is determined to confront the Black Numenorian and learn where Narthwin, the ring of Amathiel, resides.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let us meet with Mordrambor, Zollin. We have much to say to him, and to hear, I expect. We will need to be on our guard. Let us learn from Laudon's folly, and our own. Even in captivity, a Black Numenorian may cause much trouble. Mordrambor will learn it is unwise to trifle with the Dunedain. Yeah, well said. Tandon will be pleased to see us and to have the rest of watching the prisoner. This is true. Hail, Calenglad! Whoa, what was that? What was that? Came from there. It is Mordrambor, Zollin. Come with me. I will send with you. What's happening? The other rangers. The music. Look! Oh no! So
perish all who oppose the might of Angmar. My friend,
Zollin.
I hope thou wouldst see my triumph. I will see thee again and become thy doom.
Whoa. Kolhamner, hold on! Curse him! Zollin, find Tanda! Oh no. He's been slain. Karman Halan, no! Zollin, I am sorry. Zollin, it was Tam Morgul. I kept meaning to bring it to Calenglad, but Mordrambor, his sorcery. Oh no. Not Karmal Helm too! Tandon.
How can I be of service?
Legendary Clyde. Mordrambor is gone, Zollin, and he leaves many of my people dead or dying. It seems that he wove cruel sorcery within the mind of his jailer. How often did Tandon resolve to bring Tam Morgul to me, only to have the matter slip from his memory? It is clear that the relic of evil gave to our prisoner some measure of power he sought. Nay, do not blame Tadan for this. This background music is crazy, by the way. I like it. Any of us could have done this. His was a dangerous duty, and he has come now to the end of his service. Weep for him, but do not lay the blame at his feet. It belongs with Angmar and its cruel servants alone. Can we, like, zoom in on his eyes right there? No, it's so sad. So sad. We must repair the damage done to the keep, but there can be no cure for these hurts.
How can I be of service?
There are no words, Zollin. For the evil Morambor has done this day. I thought he had seen the last of the grief he could cause, but the treachery that sent Larnden Willing to his doom is not compared to the sorrow I feel for the loss of my kindred. Kolhamnir, Karchamaldel, Tadan. Too many lives lost, and in the very heart of the place we held safety. How could Angmar strike us even there? We cannot search for Narchill now, Zollin. Morambor has dealt a fatal strike against my kindred, and we must rest. My people need time to grieve. They cannot fight forever in the face of such losses, I'm sorry.
How can I be of service?
Stop being positive right now, Colin Glad. My people need time to mourn Zollin Ironshield, or they will be unable to continue the fight. The greatest weapon Angmar wields in the war is hopelessness, an overpowering dread, and seizes the hearts of good folk, and saps their will to stand against evil. Don't ever let it happen to you guys. There's always hope. It has been brought to bear here on Tunuria with terrible success. I have set my brethren to gather stones from Inuminos, with which we may construct canes for our fallen kindred. If you could travel to the great city and help with the collection of the city stones. I know that Tandan, Kolhamnir, and Karchamandil would have been honored by the service in their memory. Sure, we can do that. It's really good storytelling. And that's one thing, there's always hope. And LOTRO hangs on to that. Lord of the Rings, Tolkien was really good at always talking about hope, right? And, you know, for me personally, and for Tolkien, you know, like, I have hope in, you know, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, and the reality in real life, outside fantasy. But, like, again, there's always hope in the world. Like, you shouldn't just don't give in to hopelessness. You know, there's always your friends and family and people around you who, you know, you can make friends, right? Even if you're someone who maybe doesn't have a friend right now, you can make a friend. So just keep that in mind. So I hope that my videos can always be a source of happiness and hope, just for relaxing and taking a break from the world's crazy stress. I try my best for that. So that's one hope for part of my video. A partial use of it, hopefully. But again, there's no substitute for having friends and family, though. Especially people you could, you know, either play with online or talk to in person and things like that. Very good to get that too. But I'm glad if my videos help bring some enjoyment to your day too, and happiness. That's also another goal. And hope, definitely. So that's always been Tolkien's, like, message, right? And Lord of the Rings Online really does that really, really, really well. They talk about the hope and hopelessness, and we can't have hopelessness, we have to have hope, right? Really well done. They really followed Tolkien's, like, core message, which again is really well done through the Peter Jackson adaptations, and also was really, really well done in the War of the Rohirrim anime movie. Really well done in that area. It had a lot of hope. It's actually one thing that was lacking in the Amazon Rings of Power one. I felt, even though, like, I guess you could see it in some spots, but it was lacking. They made it too much drama and not enough of
What can I do
hope.
for you?
All right, so I need to go to the Boatmaster. Wrong guy. So anyway, but I really think Lord of the Rings Online does a fantastic job with that. Absolutely lovely job with that.
How can I be of service?
All right, so we got to go over to this place. The sun going down is gloriously beautiful in the game right now. Look at this. Like purple, you can see the reflection of the sky on the water. That's just awesome, isn't it? It's so cool. All right, continuing on. Whoop! Get on my horse there. All right, so we have to go collect 8 stones. And city stones, not seeing stones. We're not getting more Palantir, guys. We're not going to collect all 8 of the... There's a lot of Palantir. I'm trying to remember how many there are, because there's actually, like, some extra, too. All right. I'm not going to try to remember right now because I have a total blank on that. But I did know it yesterday. But you know how it just sometimes just goes out of your head? That seems like it's life sometimes, doesn't it? It'll come back. I feel like in, like, is it the 8? Oh. I have so many XP boosts, though, still on this character. When we get to the right level again in this series, we will continue to level up. But again, remember, this series isn't about leveling up. The series is about doing voiceovers and the stories of Middle-earth. Now, mainly I'm focusing on main chapters, stories, and books, which are the main bulk of the Middle-earth stories in Lord of the Rings Online. But I also do intend in the future to occasionally pick up side quests if we need them to keep leveling at the right level, or go back and pick up quests in the future if we need something to do. But like I said last time at this point, actually it's funny, we were actually walking in this very same spot when I said this. It's going to be a very, very long time before we need extra side quests to do. I will probably do some quests that match with the story as we go, again with leveling. Like Moria does that pretty darn good. We've actually done a lot of Moria already, haven't we, on the LOTRO Tale series? That's kind of crazy. I didn't even think about it. Because we kind of came back to do this area, because I realized we hadn't done this storyline. So I'm glad we're doing it. It's very fun. All right, Numina City Stone. All right, need a couple more. There's one. Let's put floating names on so I don't miss them. All right, there we go. There's another player. Hello, Mr. Bing Bang Boom. I like that. It's a good name. Level 103 Guardian. Forever will be in the LOTRO Tale series. Again, I always tease. I think I said that on the other video recently, didn't I? I was like, if you ever see this and you're that person later, you see this, like, even if it's a few years later, you gotta tell me it was you, because that's just amazing. Are these guys fishing? They're fishing! These guys are fishing! Dude, they just want to, look, Angmar, they just want to fish. That's all they want to do. At the moment I came up here at the right level, they would try to murder me, so I guess it's not all they want to do. Do I need to swim across? I guess I need to, like, swim across. Whee! Oh, into the water we go. Let's see here. It's nighttime here in Middle-earth. Look, I caught a big fish. Oh no, it's Zollin Ironshield. Wait, you're not supposed to be here. Angmar guy gets so angry. Let's see here. How do I do my second age roar? Gives me a little movement speed. Do I have a thing that can give me faster basic movement speed? I think I do. I'd have to go pick up something though for that. I'm gonna start clicking delete, see if I can select some of these. I thought this was the area I was supposed to go. I'm supposedly in the area. Is there any here? Alright, floating names are on. Hello, where are the stones? So it led me over here. It led me astray. It has led me astray. I am sad dwarf. I guess even though it shows that that's an edge, I think it's just over on the dock. So we'll swim to the dock real quick. At least we have to find our stones for the finish of this episode, and then we'll continue later. If you guys did enjoy yourself with this episode, again, don't forget to throw a like and subscribe on there. It would be great. I'd appreciate the support. I've been trying in my series, so a lot of people like it when I remind them to like the video, and I say that. But also, I'm someone that watches my own videos, and I really don't like when people like immediately just tell you to like and subscribe right when the video starts. So I try not to do that as much. I try to wait until people have watched the video for, a few minutes. And if you liked it, then you like it, right? That's the goal. I want to earn the like and subscribe. I want you to be having fun. Again, the goal of our channel is you're having fun and I'm having fun. And it's really fun. We're really building a great Lord of the Rings community here, and awesome channel, and I'm really having fun being your hosting guide. Solid Ironshield, as always. Let's see, where did I put the rock? There should be one more rock. I see it. I see the last rock. Come to me, you rock. All right, so now you guys know. One thing I always tell you in this series, too. Do I need to go back to the island? Back to Tunudir. All right, we'll just take them back right now. One thing I always tell you in this series, too. It's fun because you get to see all the quests as I do them. So if you're watching this series and you're like a little bit behind me in the series, then it guides you on some of the quests. You don't have to make the mistake I made. And a lot of times I'll remember, but I haven't done that quest in a long time. Just put it that way.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? These will do nicely, Zollin, and I thank you for the gesture. There is still no word from Torongith, Torongelither and Galthorniel. It seems that Amatheriel, too, has been delayed in the beginning of her search. She busies herself with celebrating the escape of Mord, Rambor, and the deaths of my people. We will have our revenge upon them both. But the time of its coming arrives too slowly.
How can I be of service?
How can I be of service? That's where we'll be in the next episode, my friends. Anyway, there's a lot of quests around Calenglad with this story. With that, my friends, again, thank you for being here. Thank you to my wonderful Patreons for the support. Thank you, Red, for being a Royal Guardian. And again, thank you for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Wonderful. You're the best. Whatever, sharing. That's great. You can follow me on Facebook, X, join our Discord. We have a great community building. Super fun. We play on the server right now. We play on the server CrickHollow. Doesn't change to that. Make sure you talk to us in Discord in the future. And have a great, wonderful day. The only reason I say that is because I don't want to date this episode, but there are some updates where they might be updating some more new 64-bit servers. So we'll see. But again, we'll let you all know that. So join the Discord to be sure of that. And again, thank you to my wonderful Patreons for their support. And you can always leave a comment and ask too. That's fine. Thank you, Red, for being a Royal Guardian. See you in the next one, my friends. Stay happy. Baruch Hazard, Kuzad, I menu. And I'm at your service and your families. See ya.